All right, so I decided to do something that probably wasn't the smartest idea for my sleep schedule. I let my giant XL bully sleep in my bed with me for an entire week just to see what would happen. At first, it sounded cozy and wholesome, but I quickly realized sleeping next to a massive dog is complete chaos sometimes. Sharing your bed with a dog is a big step, but when that dog is an XL bully, it becomes a whole different ballgame. I decided to let my XL bully, named Max, sleep in my bed for a week. Why? I wanted to explore the joys and challenges of this unique arrangement. Would it be cozy and heartwarming, or would it turn into a nightly wrestling match? Let me take you through this journey. First off, let's talk about the joys. Waking up next to Max was like having a fluffy, warm teddy bear beside me. There's something incredibly comforting about feeling that gentle rise and fall of his breathing as he snoozed away. Honestly, it was impossible to get cold with him sleeping next to me. Plus, the bond we shared grew stronger. Every night, he would curl up next to me, and I could feel our connection deepening. It was like having a loyal companion right there, ready to protect me from the monsters under the bed, or at least the ones in my imagination. But it wasn't all sunshine and rainbows. Sharing my bed with a big dog like Max came with its own set of challenges. For one, he takes up a lot of space. I often found myself hanging off the edge of the bed, trying not to disturb his slumber. And let's not forget the occasional snoring. Some nights, his snoring was ridiculously loud. I had to adjust my sleep position a few times to avoid waking him up. Sometimes, I even wondered if he was dreaming about chasing squirrels, or just dreaming about more snacks. The nights weren't without their surprises either. There were moments when Max would suddenly shift positions, causing me to wake up startled. One time, he rolled over and knocked my pillow off the bed. Talk about an unexpected alarm clock. I had to learn to be more aware of his movements, which was a bit tricky when I was half asleep. But hey, it added a little excitement to my nightly routine. So, how did I manage the space issues? I had to get creative. I rearranged the pillows and blankets to create a cozy nook for him. I even set up a designated spot for him at the foot of the bed, hoping he'd take the hint. Sometimes it worked, and other times he preferred to snuggle right up next to me. It was a constant negotiation of space, but it was worth it for the companionship. In the end, co-sleeping with Max turned out to be a rewarding experience. I learned that while there are challenges, the emotional benefits far outweighed them. I felt more secure and loved having him by my side. As the week progressed, I found myself looking forward to our nightly routine. Would I continue this arrangement? Well, let's just say that Max has made a strong case for being my bedtime buddy. Co-sleeping with your XL bully can be an incredibly rewarding experience. Imagine waking up to the soft, rhythmic sound of your dog's breathing. There's something relaxing about hearing your dog breathing next to you while you fall asleep. This bond goes beyond just sharing a bed. It enhances your relationship in ways you might not expect. One of the most notable benefits is the emotional connection you develop. When your XL bully curls up beside you, it's a silent agreement. You're both there for each other. This closeness can lead to increased feelings of trust and affection. Your dog feels safe, and that warmth can ease your own stress after a long day. It's like having a built-in therapist, one who listens without judgment. But the perks don't stop there. Sharing your bed can also have physical benefits. Research has shown that sleeping with pets can lower blood pressure and reduce anxiety. The presence of your XL bully can create a calming atmosphere, making it easier to drift off into a deep sleep. Think of it as a natural sleep aid, minus the side effects. Moreover, having your dog in bed can provide a sense of security. There's something reassuring about knowing that your XL bully is there, ready to protect you. In a way, they become your personal bodyguard, always alert and ready to respond to any unusual sounds. This can lead to a peaceful night's sleep, knowing you're not alone. In addition to emotional and physical benefits, co-sleeping can also create a routine that strengthens your bond. Dogs thrive on consistency. When you make it a habit to sleep together, it reinforces their sense of belonging and stability. It's like creating a little nighttime ritual that you both look forward to every day. However, it's essential to recognize that co-sleeping isn't just about snuggles and warmth. It's about understanding your dog's needs and respecting their space as well. After all, your XL bully deserves comfort just as much as you do. So, as you embark on this co-sleeping adventure, remember to cherish these moments. They're not just about sharing a bed, they're about building a lifelong friendship. Sharing your bed with an XL bully can be a delightful experience, but it also comes with its fair share of challenges. First off, let's talk about space. You might think a big dog would take up a lot of room, and you'd be right. Imagine trying to stretch out in a twin bed while a furry giant sprawls out next to you. It can feel like a game of Tetris, where you're constantly adjusting to find a comfortable position. Then there's the issue of sleep disruption. Have you ever been woken up by a heavy sigh or the sound of paws shifting? It's like having a gentle earthquake in your bed. X. Bullies are known for their snoring, which can be adorable at times, but not when you're trying to catch some Z's. You might find yourself waking up more often than you'd like, wondering if you should sleep on the couch instead. Another challenge is the temperature control. XL bullies have thick coats, which means they can get quite warm. You might start off the night cozy and comfortable, but as the night progresses, it can feel like you're sharing your bed with a furnace. You might find yourself tossing off the blankets while your pup happily burrows deeper into them. Also, let's not overlook the potential for accidents. Even the best trained dogs can have an off day. You might want to double check that they've had their last bathroom break before bedtime. Trust me, waking up to a surprise in the middle of the night is not the kind of bonding experience you want. Finally, there's the emotional aspect. You might start to feel a bit possessive over your space. It's easy to feel frustrated when your XL bully hogs the covers or kicks you in their sleep. It's important to remember that they don't mean any harm. They just want to be close to you. Understanding this can help ease any irritation you might feel. While sharing your bed with an XL bully can be challenging, it's also filled with moments of joy and laughter. You definitely have to get used to sharing your personal space. But hey, isn't that what makes life interesting? Embracing these challenges can lead to a deeper bond with your furry friend. Sharing your bed with an XL bully can be a delightful experience, but it requires some thought and preparation. Here are some practical tips to ensure that both you and your furry friend enjoy this cozy arrangement. First off, consider the size of your bed. XL bullies are, well, XL. If you have a smaller bed, it might feel cramped. You might want to invest in a larger mattress or consider rearranging your space to accommodate this snuggly giant. Next, establish a designated sleeping area for your dog. This helps your XL bully understand where they should sleep. You can use a dog bed or blanket at the foot of your bed. This way, they have their own space, but they're still close to you. It's like having a cozy nook just for them. Another thing to keep in mind is bedtime routines. Just like humans, dogs thrive on routine. Try to set a consistent bedtime for both of you. This can help your XL bully settle down and prepare for sleep, making the night more peaceful. You might even want to incorporate a calming activity before bed, like a short walk or some gentle petting. Think of it as your nightly ritual. Moreover, be aware of your dog's sleeping habits. Some dogs snore, and others may shift around a lot. If your XL bully tends to take up more space than expected, you might need to adjust your sleeping position. Sometimes it's just about finding that perfect angle where both of you can sleep comfortably. If snoring becomes an issue, earplugs can be a lifesaver. Lastly, don't forget about hygiene. Regular grooming is essential. Make sure your XL bully is clean before climbing into bed. This not only keeps your bedding fresh, but also strengthens your bond. A clean dog is a happy dog, right? Co-sleeping with your XL bully can be a rewarding experience when approached with some planning. By creating a comfortable space, establishing routines, and being mindful of hygiene, you can enjoy many cozy nights together. So, are you ready to snuggle up with your furry friend? After a week of sharing my bed with my XL bully, I have to say it was quite the adventure. The experience was filled with ups and downs, but it taught me so much about the bond between humans and their furry friends. First off, let's talk about the comfort. There's something incredibly soothing about having my dog snuggled up next to me. It felt like having a warm, furry blanket that also happens to be a loyal companion. I found myself drifting off to sleep faster, wrapped in the warmth of my XL bully's presence. However, it wasn't all smooth sailing. I quickly learned that sharing a bed with a big dog comes with its own set of challenges. For instance, there were moments when I woke up to find my XL bully sprawled out, taking up more than half of the bed. I often found myself teetering on the edge, wondering how such a big creature could curl up so small. And let's not forget the occasional snoring. Who knew that such a gentle giant could produce sounds that rivaled a freight train? Despite these quirks, I found that the joy of co-sleeping outweighed the inconveniences. The mornings were especially delightful. Waking up to a wagging tail and a slobbery kiss was a fantastic way to start the day. It made me appreciate the little moments that often go unnoticed. I realized that this experience not only strengthened our bond, but also reminded me to cherish the simple joys of life. So, would I do it again? Absolutely. This week of co-sleeping has opened my eyes to the benefits of sharing my space with my XL bully. Here are a few key takeaways. Co-sleeping with my XL bully was a delightful journey filled with laughter, love, and a few sleepless nights. It made me appreciate the unique quirks of my furry friend even more. Sharing a bed isn't just about sleep, it's about creating memories and deepening the connection with our pets. So, if you're considering letting your dog share your bed, I say go for it. Just be prepared for a bit of a cuddle challenge. After a full week of sharing my bed with an XL bully, I finally understood why so many owners refuse to kick their dogs out of the bedroom. Yeah, you lose space, your sleep gets interrupted, and sometimes you wake up with a paw on your face. But somehow, it still feels worth it. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to like, subscribe, and comment below if your dog also completely takes over your bed at night. See you guys in the next one. Tail. The moment was electric. Would they get along? Would Max be too rough? These questions buzzed in my mind.